Week 7 of the high school football season, you got the Centennial Hawks flying in from Las Cruces to take on the St. Michael's Horsemen, the unbeaten Horsemen. The Horsemen trying to make it 20 in a row on Saturday on their home turf. This one's a good one. Sit back, enjoy. Here we go. First quarter action. Centennial nearly takes it to the house. Okay, we got a game. Centennial came to play today. Quevin Redding, one of the top dual threats. Great escape ability. He's going to roll out. He's going to find one of his receivers early in the first quarter. Doesn't count, though. There was a flag on the play, so it's still 0-0. Centennial came out hitting today. That's Jerry Garola smashing Daniel Ortega in the backfield. And then check this out. Quevin Redding smashes Corey Wyndham to St. Mike's. Check it out again on instant replay in slow-mo. Wyndham, he's going to be all right, though. A few plays later. Centennial's Daniel Conklin up the middle of the field for a touchdown. Centennial on the board. Remember, last season, Daniel Conklin broke his femur bone. Not his ankle, not his wrist, not his finger, his femur bone. Yeah, props to Conklin. St. Mike's, though. The reverse pass. Daniel Ortega hooking up with his boy, Isaiah Dominguez. Dominguez nearly scores a touchdown. St. Mike's back on the board. We got a good one, 7-7. Fast forward a little bit. Centennial now leads 14-7, but on the ensuing kickoff, Armando Blay, young man, had over 100 yards. Kick returning today sets the Horsemen up in great field position. Horsemen moving the chains nicely. Few plays later, Horsemen quarterback Keith Dominguez hooking up with Daniel Ortega. Ortega doing most of the work, making defenders miss, gets a nice block downfield. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. We got a barn burner. Centennial, their defense coming out to play. That's an underclassman by the name of Jared Garola once again. Quevin Redding back to pass. He's going to find a Hawks wide receiver. Okay, so Centennial can air it out a little bit. A few plays later. Redding. He's going to do a little pitch out. A little dump off to Daniel Conklin. Gets inside the pylon. Touchdown. And just like that, it's 28-21. Centennial trying to pull off the upset. Horsemen, you know they're going to be right back in it. Daniel Ortega scoring another rushing touchdown. He would have 5 touchdowns on the day, over 20 on the season. 28-27, timeout. Yeah, the Horsemen going for 2. Ortega wrapped up. Nope, he's going to pitch out. Successful 2-point conversion. Kid is just a game changer. So at this point, you know what? Let's check it out again on slow-mo. Ortega, he's hit, he pitches. Successful 2-point conversion. 29-28 at this point. The Hawks trying to get back in it, trying to retake the lead. Quevin Redding looking downfield, swallowed up nicely by the St. Michael's defense. Then Keith Dominguez hands off to guess who? Daniel Conklin. Conklin getting up the sideline. Had a monster fourth quarter. He's just bulldozing over Hawks. Gets inside the end zone. They're going to score to extend their lead to 36-28. And then guess what? Pick 6, Daniel Ortega. He does it on defense as well. Kid had 5 touchdowns on the day, probably the weekend MVP. 43-28 at this point. Centennial would tack on one more. And then, of course, the last minute heroics, the hook and ladder. So we're 43-35 with 3 seconds left. It's going to be a Hail Mary, but you're not going to get that at Brother Abden. St. Mike's hangs on to win their 20th in a row. 43-35 is your final.
You know, we knew it was going to be a tough ball game. You know, they're coached by a great coaching staff, but we knew it was going to be physical, a lot bigger than us. But, you know, our kids, they just find a way to win, and we're scrappy, but, hey, we found a way to win in the fourth quarter.
Can you talk about this group a little bit? I know you guys went 13-0. You guys have won 7 in a row now. Talk about this group. A lot of people probably didn't expect you guys to still be undefeated at this point.
You know, we had a lot of guys, you know, hearing from everybody else that we weren't going to be any good this year. So, you know, they worked hard in the offseason. And when they stepped on the field, you know, they knew that we had a decent team, but a couple of wins early on, and they got a little confidence, and they're just keeping it rolling right now.
It was a really good win for us, especially because they're a 4A team. The team looked good coming in, especially the fourth quarter. That's where the team finally just improvised and started doing what we needed to do to get the job done.
Last year, you guys lose a ton of seniors. You're a senior now. What are you kind of telling your juniors and sophomores to keep things going as you guys move forward?
It's honestly, I tell them it's all on them. It's up to them to work us every week in and out, to get us better, and it's going to be up to them when we're down the road.